What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. A couple of months ago we were treated to a trailer for a brand new game called Ark Raiders, which is a free-to-play co-op third-person looter shooter. And because variety is the spice of life, this super excited me due to the fact that we just simply do not have enough games in this genre. And I just generally always want more of this stuff. So I've actually been perusing the internet trying to see how much I can actually figure out about this game. And the basic answer here is that we have that first trailer, we have of course the website, we have the wish list available on Steam with a little bit of information in there, but there really isn't a heck of a lot that we know about this game. Now again, as mentioned, this is a third-person co-op shooter or looter shooter, much like in the vein of something like Outriders or Division, with the emphasis on squad-based combat against these massive, well, there's smaller mechs of course, but these massive mechs which make Earth fall, and then you kind of like have to hunt them down and you have to work together as a team. There's a lot of verticality in this game with jump boots and flying backpacks and grappling hooks and all of that, so there certainly is a big emphasis on taking these big machines to task. And you also have weapons in the game like giant howitzers, which actually require 2 players to operate, so there definitely seems to be a heavy emphasis on team play, of course. Now unfortunately to me right now, I have far more questions unanswered than I have answered about this game. I really struggle to say that the right way around. And I think maybe if E3 was still happening this year, we would have potentially actually seen something there. But at the moment right now, we kind of like just have to hope that as we get closer to the middle of the year, we will actually see something being revealed about this game, and whether we can actually still expect it in 2022, because that is the latest date that we have when we look to something like Steam. It basically still just mentions somewhere in 2022. Either which way, it looks interesting from an identity perspective. It certainly is a good looking game. It was a very well crafted trailer, but you know, as trailers come and go, we know that these can be heavily produced, so the proof would be in the pudding here if we actually see some gameplay, some actual gameplay of someone actually playing the game and essentially how it runs. One very simple question for me right off the bat that comes up is, since there's such a heavy emphasis on co-op here, and since this is a free-to-play game, I can only imagine that this most likely will use peer-to-peer connections instead of dedicated servers. And of course that leads us to something like the issues that we constantly see in games like Outriders, where you have connectivity based problems. So that automatically is kind of like, I suppose, a red flag, but it really is honestly too soon to start worrying about these things, and so I'm not going to worry too much about it right now, but it felt worth mentioning. Either which way, I wanted to make sure that this game is on your radar, because it definitely is on my radar, because looter shooters is what we enjoy on this channel here, as I'm sure you'll agree. So having more of those to play would just be fantastic. But that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you knew about this, if you're excited about it. Maybe you know some stuff about it that I don't, and I'd love for you to tell me. But other than that, it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.